Whoa, what happened? This is the Pimp and the Gangsta podcast. We going for a little second. You know what I mean? It's a lot of shit I gotta catch y'all up on. Can't do too much, you know what I mean? Because, you know, it's an open case and all that. But I'm gonna let y'all see what's going on. Hold on.
I'm about to flex the leg all the way up.
Got that rich live from the box, you know what I'm talking about? You know what I mean? Hold on.
Live from the block.
So, you know what I mean? Had to take a little time off.
You get business right.
Get everything right. You know what I mean? So from now on, you know what I mean, it's same shit going on, you know what I mean? But my man Blitz from the first episode, he locked down. Mish from the last episode, he locked down. He got down, got here probably about 6-7 hours after the podcast, you know, so I'm kind of falling back, making sure everything's straight with mine before I went ahead and did this shit and make sure, you know what I mean, I was totally legit over here, which I am. So without further ado, this one of my brothers from another mother, you know what I mean, that's Danny D. You know, it's a person I respect and, you know, we click instantly, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm about to let y'all hear his story and we can go from there. So,
Yo, what's up? Danny D. So, like Big Dog said, we click instantly. But what's crazy is though, we met through a company at work, and before I even started working at that company, I already heard this man's name. So, when I come into the company, I heard his name. I can't put a face to it. And when I finally put a face to it, I was like, all right, I'm just going to play it cool.
Yeah, but you already knew what face it was when you see the nigga.
I did, though. Hey,
that was yo.
For real, I did, though, because, you know, you look around the shop and you put a story with a face and you can tell by your face and your expressions and how this man move and how he act. I already knew who it was, but the way I grew up, I was one of 2 white families in my whole neighborhood. I grew up in D.C., so I was always in competition with the other white person in the neighborhood, you know what I mean? So the way I had played it, the way I played every day in the hood and how I grew up, you know what I mean? I'm still in competition. I ain't gonna pay you no mind. It's crazy because it all started, I really started fucking with him off a video game, bro. Y'all know, y'all done heard about Fortnite.
Hold on right here.
Oh, that's Bips.
Prepaid call from an inmate at Baltimore County Detention Center. Your account balance is 57. This call will be recorded and subject to monitoring at any time. Thank you for using IC Solutions. You may begin speaking now.
Yo.
Whoa, what up, fam?
Man?
Shit, we live right now, man. I'm just telling them boys how you down. Been sitting down for a minute down. I said, what's up to the people out there?
Yeah, man, what's up with y'all, man? Keep watching, keep us tuned up, man. Like, yeah, I'm down for a little while. I'll be right back. You know what I mean? You know how that shit go.
I'm telling your players fuck up, you know what I mean?
Hey, that's how it go.
Always, man.
Hey, it ain't about how hard you get hit. It's about how hard you bounce back. That's all it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, my bounce back gonna be crazy.
Hey, but tell her you sitting in that bit of love there. Got the Biggie pack. Got the Chucks. Got the damn.
People, man, packaging me up every week.
Hey.
Josh, you know, stay keeping the big packages on my $100 packages a week. You know what I mean? Commissary good, all of that.
And showing love.
Yo, 100 deep on the commissary and 100 deep with the care package. You heard me?
All right, appreciate you for that, man. You already know it's love.
Yeah, but shit, man. Tell them boys out there, man, you know what I mean? You down for a minute, you know what I'm saying? But you still on the same right track. You doing your thing. You doing good. You know what I'm saying?
You know how I go. I'm down everybody. You gotta fall to get back the feel how to bounce back and come back up and hit them hard.
Hey.
Yeah, but I'm gonna say this, yo. I mean, y'all find out the details later on after everything progressed, but this shit ain't had nothing to do with us. You know what I'm saying?
Circumstantial.
Bro, it's like that Dave Chappelle when being real goes wrong type shit.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
for real.
Wrong place, wrong time.
right? So
That's,
damn, what they talking on you though? You know, they violated you though, ain't it?
I violated my proof. I got a BOP for violation.
mm.
So, and then I got 2 charges, discharge, and I got a charge, and I had a warrant out in Anne County. So I got a warrant for that too, and 17 cases.
That shit that they accusing you of, but you ain't had no parts of.
Yeah, I just got sit for this charge, and once they go through with this charge, then Anne will come pick me up, and then I gotta deal with that. Unless they put the case together, but I'll talk to them.
And the crazy shit is Mish over there in down Anne Arundel.
Yeah, I fuck around and see that my cuz Europe, it just backed up. That's why so many people sitting and they ain't doing their cases. People sitting for a year and a half till they get to their cases. It's just backed up. COVID and all of it.
COVID got everything.
Yeah, I mean, they got my man over there, you know what I'm saying? I was there with the first week, you know what I'm saying? Like, that quarantine ain't no joke. The motherfuckers might not even let you out the whole day, bro.
But what price fuck around? And if you do get let out, man, you getting let out petty time. Right back. I do a whole 25 hours shift till you come back out.
Yeah, this nigga been in that bitch saving the hard-boiled eggs out my motherfucking damn diabetic lunch.
Yeah.
Making eggs,
Making
egg salad in that bitch. You know, niggas humble sharing a motherfucking one bread egg salad sandwich and
Hey,
shit.
making the best out of tiny situation.
Smack, and that's good as shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know.
Man, just glad everything the way it is right now. Glad you home, still tuned in. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I mean, I'll be home.
Yeah, bro.
Shit, say less, man. But shit, I'm gonna jump back on this joint and down finish up this joint with Danny, man. I'm gonna down tell them boys I'm gonna put your address in the joint so niggas can write you or whatever.
Matter of fact, go ahead, shout your number out.
Yeah, it's 411141. That's my MA number. And then the address where I'm at is 720 Bosley Avenue.
Tell them where you at.
House in Maryland.
That's a bet, man.
My man needs some letters. Go ahead,
Yeah,
send him
man,
some letters.
send my
Look
man
out
some
for
love
him.
out
You know
there,
what I mean?
bro.
If you ever been locked up, you know the feeling when your mail call come up and your name out there. Send that man some letters. Just let him know you appreciate it.
Facts.
Already, look, I love y'all niggas, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to get up out of here. Go eat this pizza that's made out of bread and sausage. That shit good as shit.
My man, already eating pizza.
Hell yeah, I love you, bro.
Love y'all, alright?
You already know, brother. Love
Be
you
safe, man. Keep your head up.
Always.
One.
Already. Hey, bro, if that ain't the realest shit that I ever seen, like, he just called out of nowhere on a podcast. When he was on the podcast, twice, you know what I mean? That show you the real Pimp and the Gangsta. This ain't no fake, this ain't no phony. Motherfuckers really out here getting it, you know what I'm saying? The stories we tell is true.
Well, first off, I want to let them get to know you, you know what I'm saying? So, you grew up in D.C., but kind of like in between, like PG D.C. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so I say I grew up in D.C. because, you know what I'm saying, that hold a bigger name, because if I say I grew up in PG in Hyattsville, motherfuckers be like, where that's at? So where I live, I could walk on my backyard for 2 minutes and I'd be in D.C. I used to shoot bottle rockets off when I was younger, you know what I'm saying? They go in the cemetery, Fort Lincoln Cemetery, that's D.C. We go back to the cemetery, get the bottle rockets, you know? Where I grew up.
So I want them to get to understand why, because I'm going to tell y'all this right now. This man, I'm a plumber, you know what I mean? And I'm not going to say he's the total reason why I got the plumbing, you know what I mean? My godfather's a big reason why I started the plumbing shit, but I sat with this man and heard his story and took his plan and ran with it. And the reason why I did this, I'm gonna tell y'all. We're gonna get into this. You know what I mean? So part of his backstory, y'all can look this up. You know what I'm saying? He got locked up.
I'm a 2-time convicted felon.
Right. And what was the case? Because you can talk about it, it's over.
I got attempted armed robbery when I was 18 years old on some bullshit playing around. You know what I mean? Then, as soon as I get done with all of that, I graduate to a burglary, home invasion is what they charged me with. But
front page news articles. Me and my girl, they call us the modern day Bonnie and Clyde. So tell us what happened on that situation.
So on the first time, me and my girl, we just getting together. I just got off house arrest, got kicked out of school. They caught me with a couple bags of weed, a knife, and some pills. I got kicked out of school.
18 at this time or 17?
No, I'm 7. I was either 16 or 17 at that time. I can't remember. I was in 11th grade on the last day of school in 11th grade, and little boy, I was smoking. I was running late for the bus that day. Every morning I go here smoke me a little white boy before I go to school at the bus stop. I was running late. Had rolled that joint up, ran to the bus stop, running late. I said, fuck, I'm gonna spark this bitch at the school. I spark it up at the school. Little dude I fuck with in my neighborhood, Mike, would come up to me. Yo, Danny, what's up? Boom, here, hit this J with me, whatever. And he was like, yeah, I'm trying to grab a nick off you. I'm trying to grab a nick. You know, I'm just starting out. I've been in it for a little bit, but I'm in school. All right, boom, here.
So what year this was? This was like old.
This 2011, the beginning of 2011.
So I mean, was it the mid that you was fucking with this time? It was
the mid. Everything was Reggie back then. You know what I'm saying?
The AZ, the kind, bud.
Yeah, I said the KB. What I stayed with. That's why I always had my name, because I stayed with the KB. For the good price.
Oh, this one drove in that Zaza.
Yeah, that's it. That's when everything was just originating. You know what I mean? You
used to sell that joint in little glass jugs.
Man, what? I tell you like that, when the Loud came out, when the Exotic first came out, we used to sell the motherfucking grinds for $20.
Yep.
That's how it was. You get
that shit used to be tight buds.
Tight bud, but that shit was loud as hell.
Yeah, but that bitch used to be like, ain't even all that fluffy like
No.
Because that drawer was real tight.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's tight, it's sticky. You know what I'm saying? You break it up.
The gram, that gram be a fucking little ass blunt.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
You be dumb high.
You be dumb all that. You put it out 2-3 times and hit it again, be still high.
Right, so buddy come ask for a nick, but that's like a G. That's like a G.
Yeah, that's my little man. That's my little man. You know what I mean? I fuck with him. I'm getting ready to put him on. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with him here in the neighborhood. I'm putting him on seals, putting him on everything, getting him ready for the game. So we at school. The administrator come walking around the corner. Michael, come on, walk this way, Michael. All right. He started walking with me. Next thing you know, the school resource officer turned the other corner. I said, Michael, we got to run. I said, look, we got to go. I said, we're going to break this way, do this, don't go to class. You don't know nothing, you ain't seen nothing. That motherfucker get caught. Next thing I know, I made it to class. About 5 minutes, me sitting in class, getting ready to take my last test for the year. School resource officer come up, pull me out of class. Mr. Adams, Daniel Adams, come with me.
Right.
I said, oh Lord, what I did. By this time I already knew I was hot. I tucked everything.
Watch the table, shake the table.
I tucked everything. I missed, you know, you got your fifth pocket in your jean.
Right.
I missed 2 bags I had in the fifth pocket.
In the fifth pocket.
So I walked there, empty out your pocket.
You straight.
She get to search me. What's this? It's a dime and a nick. The other half the nick I just sold to Micah.
Right.
Micah told them, yeah, Danny sold me the weed. He got 5 crumbled up ones in his pocket.
Damn.
So I empty out my pocket. You know
5 crumbled up ones.
I got 5 crumbled up ones in my left pocket. On top of that, I got like $450, $500 on 5s, 10s, 1s, 20s. You know what I mean? Where you get the money from? What you do? I work with my uncle. My uncle do construction. I work with him on the side. I like spending big bills. You know what I mean? He paid me in 20s, 50s, and 100s. Right. But I like to pay with them, and I hold on to the change. Right. They confiscated all my money. Took my money. Took the weed. They got me with the 2 little baggies, but the whole time I had a 10 pack of some E-pills. And I had about 7 other bags shoved in my crack. No homo shit, but you do what you gotta do.
Suitcase that bit.
Yeah. So.
Watch the table because you shake the camera.
My bad. So. They searched me. They got me for that little shit. Got me with distribution because Mike had said that I sold it to him and all of that. Boom, get kicked out, expelled from school. Go back, plead my case. They put me in night school. I'm doing the same thing. Bought my whip. Bought my first whip. It's a drop top Toyota Solar. Had 16 chrome 16s on the thing. Had the sound system in there.
That 16 little like 20.
Hey, they were hitting like shit. Hey, you know, I'm talking back. I'm 17. I'm 17 in 2011.
Everybody gets a roll on. You know what I mean? Like,
bro, you remember Lamborghini Mercy? Yo, chick, she's so thirsty. That's this time, you know what I mean? Stunting in high school and night school. So, that shit just lead one thing to another. After that, the police knew my name. So in Laurel, this is the thing. We connected to 4 counties and there's 5 police stations. We got Anne Arundel, Prince George's, Montgomery.
A lot like Buford.
Anne Arundel, Prince George's, Montgomery, Howard, and we got our whole Laurel police station.
Because it's down Buford, right?
Yeah.
Buford a big ass county.
Right.
So you got the Buford County Sheriff.
Mm-hmm.
You got the Buford City Police.
Uh-huh.
You got the Highway Patrol.
Mm-hmm.
You got the motherfucking damn Port Royal Police.
Man.
You know what I mean? All these is neighborhoods.
And they all right there.
Right. You all go to the same jail.
And they
You know
all share information.
Right.
So that's how they got me. I got hit on their system. I already was in their system, you know what I'm saying? They had a gang task force.
And the thing is, around this bitch, D.C. and Baltimore, like, if you in Baltimore and you get fucked up outside of Baltimore,
or they gonna hit you.
they gonna hit you. If you rocking in D.C. and you get fucked up and down Laurel,
They gonna hit you.
You ain't bringing that D.C. shit over here.
Nah.
You ain't bringing that Baltimore shit
Nah.
over here. That's how they play. Like, you know what I'm saying? They gonna thank your ass.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So.
And that's how it go. That's how my life story is, and that's how they do it.
Nah, but so after all that shit, you was rocking with Deshaun, right?
Yeah, that was my brother, dog. I know.
Tell the story about the case that you had.
Me and this nigga, that's my brother, dog. In order to tell the story about the case, I gotta tell you how it started. So we met. We met through a bitch in the trailer park that we were both fucking with, right? I had got into some shit.
What Backpage was doing?
Nah, it wasn't even no Backpage bitch. Wasn't even like that at this time. We both like 12, 13 at this time. Met through this bitch at the trailer park. We were both fucking with her. You know what I'm saying? We had got into a little tiny beef, but it wasn't nothing serious. And then we had both got sent to Shepherd Pratt. Shepherd Pratt is like, don't take me crazy, but it's like a mental institution.
It's a mental institution, but they put them kids in there.
They put the kids in
like,
there.
Like they put my little brother in the joint.
Shepherd Pratt, alternative to juvenile. Right. So they put me in there and find me problems. Like
it's pretty much like they put you in Shepherd Pratt.
Right.
And then, you know what I mean, run like tests on you.
Yeah, that's it. You try to put you on medication and calm you down.
Right.
So me and that nigga met again in there. I was like, yo, you look familiar as shit. Like, well, I know you from. Get to talk, whatever. Boom. I get out Shepherd Pratt. He come home about about a week later, you know what I mean? Meet up with him, link up with him. We start thugging together. We made our name in the streets together, you know what I mean? We is out here doing everything and anything. And we came up. Fast forward a couple years, you know what I mean? We went from 13, 14 to 17, 18. I put this man on. I started shining. I started grinding, put this man on. Let him live in my light. That nigga turn on me. We get a case together, you know what I mean?
Nah, but I'm saying y'all had to get a little info on the lick.
So look, the whole lick came from this. The bitch owed me money, right?
Right.
Little $200.
Right.
Ain't nothing, but she ran off with it and ain't try to come back, ain't try to call, ain't try to justify nothing. So it's
Right.
not no 200. It's the principle of don't play with me.
Right.
Because if I let you do it, then you gonna do it.
Well, it ain't even just that. It's like you getting money from these motherfuckers, and here it is. They're not shopping with you because they owe you.
Not even they.
So they shopping with other motherfuckers. Like, bitch, I would rather you call me and tell me, yo, I ain't got it right now, but I got such and such plays.
Ain't even that. They wasn't even shopping with me. I was blessing them. You know what I mean? I was blessing them. Hey, look, here go this. Instead of you going somewhere else and paying $300 for this, just give me $200 back. You know what I mean? And keep everything else to yourself. And she try to run off. So
she ain't answering the phone. So y'all was like,
none of that. None of that. So I was like, all right, my nigga's hungry. My brother Deshaun, nigga hungry. Just got out Cheltenham. He been in and out Cheltenham just like me. That's juvenile detention center around here, Boys Village, whatever you want to call it. In and out, just got out, nigga hungry. Look, bro, I just want you to go up in here, get whatever the fuck you want to do whatever you want. But I just want the Xbox. Whatever, I don't care. I just want the Xbox. So he go in there with my other man, Black. They do everything. Hostile takeover, home invasion type shit. And come back out.
They licked off, though.
They licked off. We licked off, bro. We licked off like $1,500.
Right.
Also, her brother was selling the movie, you know what I mean? So he got his stash, all that shit, the pills, the stash, the pills, the weed, and a whole bunch of shit. But we got caught. They tried to put a bone on me when I was locked up. But ain't no one fuck with me. You don't know the fear that you're living when you locked up in the jail and motherfuckers say that you snitching, bro. But ain't no one got no proof, no evidence, or nothing. And I'm gonna tell you this: ain't no one ever tried me. Ain't no one ever confront me.
Well, I mean, cause that's niggas say all the shit they want. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't no paperwork nowhere. If anything, I did the most time out of everybody.
Shit, you seen my paperwork.
Look, I can show you my paperwork.
You know what I'm saying? I stand tall regardless. You know what I'm saying? But they ain't either here nor there. Niggas are sitting there saying that you did this and you did that. They're the ones that be doing the most.
Exactly, bro.
You know what I'm saying? The motherfuckers that's spreading them lies is the one that's telling them truths.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But at this time, your daughter was being born as well, right?
Yeah, when I got locked up for that, my daughter was 3 months old. My daughter was 3 months old when I got locked in. The whole time, what's even more crazy, both of them niggas, Black and JR, both done said before we hit the lick, they said if anything happens, we got the charge. You know what I'm saying? We got responsibility. And they flipped that shit on me. I did the most time out of everybody in my case. How I'm snitching.
So you stand tall, you go through your joint. You know what I'm saying? You get out.
Mm-hmm.
You have your daughter.
Right.
Your girl.
Right.
Who stood by you the whole time.
Stood by me the whole time, my baby.
Now, at this point, before you went off, was y'all living together?
Alright, so look, her mother had kicked her out, you know what I mean, because
she was fucking with you.
Like, her mother was on some shit back then, and I was the only one to stand up and tell them, look, you know you wrong. You got me fucked up. You ain't gonna play me like that.
Right.
Like, her mother would try and have her put me on child support while I'm locked up. But the whole time while I'm locked up, I'm paying her bills, her phone bills, the diaper bills, all that shit. You know what I mean? But
so when you got out, you ain't had no place to go, pretty much.
No, I did though. So my grandparents really looked out for me. My grandparents said, "I'm gonna let you stay here for a year and get everything together." And that's a blessing because that's what it took me, a year.
So you stayed with them?
Yeah, I stayed.
Or you stay with them with your daughter and your girl?
No, so I stayed with my grandparents. I stayed with my grandparents in Annapolis, and I would pay them rent $50 a week. I had a job 2 days after I got out, and on the weekends I would go pick up my daughter. But my daughter ain't know me. My daughter thought I lived in the phone. The whole time of my daughter's life, the only time she heard me was through the phone. She thought I lived in the phone. She started crying when I go to pick her up. I don't know this man. I don't know this white man because my girl black, my daughter black. She ain't never seen a white person in her life before. And so I dealt with that struggle. After a couple months, my daughter realized who I was, what I was.
So that's when you got with the what's that company?
The Care Flow.
Care Flow.
So I got with the Care Flow off the strength of my grandfather.
But that was at this time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, see now. So this is the start of his pretty much his plumbing career.
This is the start of the plumbing career and a new life.
Okay, so Care Flow, what he was doing was they pretty much had this machine that would go and coat the inside of pipes.
Mm-hmm.
Like let's say you have a building that's made in the
100 years ago.
50s, 40s.
Mm-hmm.
So their pipes are really old and, you know what I mean, rusted out and stuff like that. So they would clean out the pipe, and they would put this machine through it and would put this kind of like elixir. It's not like
it's
material.
epoxy.
It's like epoxy, but it's like it's like picture like paper mache that won't break.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it puts that all through the inside of the pipe, so the pipe's like brand new.
Right.
So doing that kind of like put him into the plumbing field. And after that, that's when you went to API, right?
Yep.
So this is where we met. Now not this time. So API is a big plumbing company. They do commercial plumbing for pretty much strictly project buildings.
Yep. All in the hood.
Yeah, straight up. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yep.
let me get a cigarette.
But I'm in there. So I started API. I show my ass, right? So the whole time I'm locked up.
Straight motivated. This is where he's going.
So
this is what he's doing, and this is how it's going to work for his family.
And I'm going to tell you like this. The whole time I'm locked up, I'm sitting there thinking how I changed my life. How
much were you making an hour at that time? You was a helper, right?
I was making $14 an hour, right? I got raised after I've been there for 3 months because they told me after 90 days they're going to give me an evaluation, right?
Right.
After 90 days, I bust my ass talking. I'm about working 12 to 16 hours every day. I go up to them after 3 months. I say, yeah. I said, y'all going to have an evaluation for me. What's up? We ain't say this. We ain't say that. We ain't guarantee. Well, I'm going to tell you like this. We go in there as every one of the mechanics. They tell you I show up and do my best every day, daily. They gave me another $1. I bought a house making $15 an hour. Right? Fast forward about a year.
Still at the same company.
Still at the same company.
But this whole time you don't learn.
Learning.
Crazy amount of knowledge because I'm
Everything.
gonna tell you about this plumbing shit. Like I always preach this shit for any type of person that I feel like it's the best fucking damn trade to get if you're a fucking convict and shit like that, man. Because like really like all that drug money and shit, that shit cool, whatever, man.
That ain't
but
nothing to
that
what
ain't
I'm
nothing to like that real money. Because like it's like this, you know, like you get a pack and first off you gotta put the money out for the pack.
Yeah.
So that means you gotta make the money back for what you put out. So let's say you spend $500, and let's say you the main goal was to double that up.
Right.
Okay, so usually you're not gonna get your whole double up.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? So, cause you got this one got a little more, this one got a little less, but you know what I'm saying. So next thing you know, you done put out $500. You made back $800.
Right.
So $500 of that is already what you spent.
And you gotta put that back to get
So,
more.
so you only got $300 profit, and that shit took you the whole day.
Yep.
Now, you go and do plumbing, and you can go stake a drain, make $400,
Yep.
and that's all in your pocket. You know what I mean? So, what you started seeing as that should change your mind.
Man, what?
So now you're at a point. You've been there about 2 years. You done did the cure flow shit,
Right.
and you pretty much know everything that anybody knows on that shit.
Yeah. So.
Cause you fell in the clique with Raw and all that.
Yeah. So I fell in the clique with like the best plumbers, the top guys. You know what I mean? These the people that say, all right, let's take a hood. Say you on the block, and the motherfucking plug come up and say, here go this pack. I need this shit off today. He gonna only get at the certain people because he know that they gonna get it off, right? So that's why I'm with in the plumbing company. They gonna get them whatever because they know that they gonna get it done and get it off. So that's why I fall in the clique with, you know what I mean? And they gonna show me everything. So that's what I did. On top of that, what everybody and everything need in this world to survive, water, you know what I mean?
Right.
It don't matter you a human, you a plant, you a dog or animal, whatever the fuck it is, you need water.
It ain't even just the water. Motherfuckers always gotta take a shit.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you got shit coming up in your toes and your toe.
Who you gonna call? You gonna call
You ain't
me
gonna
up.
say no, I can't do it.
You gonna call me up. You gonna say my shit clogged up, I can't use the bathroom or take a shower.
Right,
Hey,
so
get your bill for $600, I'm gonna get you right. You gonna put that $600 in my pocket.
right, so now you know all this shit. You're pretty
Right.
much doing when you go on these jobs as the helper.
All I'm doing,
Everybody else is sitting back.
All
and
I'm doing.
you're doing the whole
I'm
job.
jumping up there. Hey, let me do this. Let me do this.
So now you're like, it's about time for me to get in the truck.
Oh yeah, and I come to the company. I say it like that. So before that, another technician seen how I work, seen I jumped in. Let me do this. Let me do it. He said, "You ready to go on your own? You ready to do this by yourself?" I got a job open with my father-in-law. Come over here and put you on the truck. Just lie, say that you've been on the truck. I said, all right, I got this. He put me on the truck. They said, I went to the interview. They said, he's going to pay me $24 an hour. I said, oh, hell yeah, I'd take some $24 an hour.
Was
So
that Garden?
Yeah, that's Guardian.
No, but first, he tried to get put on the truck at API.
No, I ain't.
I thought you said you tried to and they wouldn't.
So all the technicians, everybody, all the mechanics was telling me, you ready, he ready, he ready. Put him on a truck. Put him with me for a month, and I show him the paperwork, and he's ready for a truck. They weren't trying to hear it. Because the fat motherfucker that was in there, he was salty. He was like, I got on the truck in 18 months, I really wasn't ready.
Yeah, but the real deal about that shit is, I feel like, they make so much money on these helpers.
Man, what?
Especially as a helper like you making $15 an hour,
They was
doing all the work.
They was
You know what I'm
sending me
saying?
on jobs by myself.
Why would they want
Nah.
to give you more money
They
when
want
they
that
can keep
profit.
you at 15
Yup.
and you're doing the same job?
That's how
You
it
know what I'm
was.
saying?
They would send me on jobs by myself. They give me a truck and say, hey, go over here and wait and do this and start doing this. While
And
you,
motherfuckers come out 2 hours later, you done did all the work.
Yeah.
Now you just waiting for the inspector.
that's it. And they making another $20, $30 an hour profit because they only paying me 15 compared to a mechanic that's making 35.
Right. And the motherfuckers will charge. He'll be sitting there doing the work as a helper, and they'll charge for a helper and a mechanic at the same time.
Yeah.
So they're eating twice.
Yeah, and I ain't eating at all.
He getting biscuits. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't eating at all. I'm getting the
The
scratch.
company that he's talking about that he went to, pretty much, is the competition for them. You know what I mean? He not so much these competition, but he likes to steal their employees. You know what I'm saying? So
I went over there.
once he heard he was from fucking API,
I brought the whole crew over. I went over to another company. I said, hey, look, I know about 3 other people that's ready to get on and bust the same way that I am. Brought them 3 over, stole API work, stole their customers, stole all that shit, and put it there.
this before I knew you.
Before I even know him. And I'm thinking about coming back because API said, hey, we tired of running against you. We want to run with you. Look,
well, the real reason, which I asked him plenty of times, man, because, you know, I'm about that money, and he didn't really come over to API for much of a raise. But he was like, it's real plumbing over there.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, the company he went to, you know, I ended up going there. You know what I'm saying? What they do is they do, like, commercial. They call it commercial, but it's really fucking McDonald's, motherfucking Outbacks and shit.
See,
shit that is not really that fucking hard, you know.
Here the main basis of the story. The company that we went to is a start-off company and show you what's really involved and how you want to handle it. You know what I mean? So when you go to that company, you get put in situations where, so what you gonna do? You in this situation at 2 o'clock at night, and you ain't got but this, that, and that.
Ain't nobody answering the phone.
Ain't no one answering the phone. You in your situation, you gotta fend for yourself. That's just like when you on the block and a motherfucker pull up to you and try, hey, let me get all that, this, that. What you gonna do? You gonna make the smart decision. Whatever that may be, you gonna sit there and pick and choose your battle, and you gonna understand what you gotta do to win. That's all everything is.
So he goes to this company, this little thing over there. You know what I mean? We usually have about 2 years, right?
About 2 years, top dog.
Right. And then comes back to API.
Mm-hmm.
He comes back to API. Me and him start clicking up, doing, you know, that'll be another episode where you get into the damn episodes of.
Get to the gritty.
We plumbing together, but fucking, I'm sitting there with him and I'm like, man, because I'm making $15 an hour right at this time as his helper.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, what did you do? And he told me everything he did, and I'm like, man.
Step by step.
I'm like, man, that shit ain't gonna work for me because, you know, I'm old, you know what I'm saying?
But he did that better.
And I'm like, bro, I gotta make that shit happen quicker. So what I did is I took this nigga at tax time, and I said, yo, I got
buy
my taxes.
All the tools I need.
Come with me to Home Depot and show me every single tool I need to be a plumber.
You know what I did? I said, how much you got? You got $1,500? Come on, we going. I'm spending all that.
We went to the Home Depot, bought ass and shit. Went to all the pawn shops, bought shit.
Everything.
You know what I'm saying? I went to the same company he went to, and I told them I was on the truck.
Yup. Same way I did.
You know what I'm saying? So they put me in. Yo, give me the job.
Yeah.
Put me in my own truck. So now, within 1 year, I went from $15 an hour to
24.
It was 22.
It was 22.
You know what I'm saying? Because he told me
mean raise.
He told me it was like, do it for 22 for X amount of time. We'll give you know what I'm saying? Give you more later. So I show up, yo. Every one of my tools is brand new.
Yeah.
They ain't got. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? But fuck it. I, every day.
So on the phone with this nigga,
I'm calling him FaceTime. What do I do?
What you do? I got you. Do this. It got to a point. When it got to a point, I was like, nigga, why you calling me about this? You know what I mean?
Right.
I told you the same thing over, and then what he did, he said, I'm going to go ahead and do it. And I'm going to go with my instinct, and he did it. And now look where he at, bro. That man running a truck by himself for 2 years. I only get a call when it's some serious shit.
And half the time when I call him, he don't even, he be like, I ain't never seen no shit like that before.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But this whole time has been no slower progression. You know what I'm saying? Like, now this man has got his journeymans, which is a big accomplishment as a plumber. You know what I mean?
I'm licensed.
So what you making now?
I'm at 34 right now.
34.
34 an hour. Hey, I'm going to tell you like that. I'm at 34 an hour. I average about 50 hours a week.
So what's that at your overtime?
Look, my overtime with 34 times 1.5. 34.
46.
I'm 46. I'm 46 an
No.
hour.
No.
34.
37.
34.
17 plus 30.
Hold on, what 34?
17 plus 34.
34, 44.
It's 51.
Yeah, bro.
51 an hour overtime. And I'm gonna tell you with plumbing, that's all you get is overtime. Ain't no company wants you to work less than 50 hours.
Oh yeah, every day.
You know
every week,
so,
I get paid every week. Every week, my check at least a stack. You know what I mean?
And that's with major taxes.
That's with the taxes already taken out. You know, because your favorite uncle love to hit your ass hard every time you get paid for some shit that he ain't never did. But
so we done shown you how this man went from
ain't
shit ass nigga
zero to hero.
Doing a bunch of bullshit to realizing that, you know, he has a child in this world and that's what he has to live for. It's no longer him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, and now, what you on kid number 3?
Hey, I'm on number 3 right now. Hey, my 2 youngest, they're 11 months apart, bro. We going through it. Me and baby mama, and my wife, we engaged. We be going through it, but them kids ain't number 1 priority. All we gonna make sure they straight. I got all their names on my chest, you know what I mean?
Right, finally got his son.
That's it. I finally got my son. I was losing hope like shit. 2 daughters, blessing came with a son. But you know what? All I want to ever preach and teach is inspire me, and I'm going to show you like this. If a motherfucker like me can come from nothing and become something and show my ways to him, because y'all already know how he was, and he now something, why can't you do it? You know what I mean?
Facts. There ain't nothing but the motivation. Look, we all got the same 24 hours.
That's it.
What you gonna do with it? What you do with your day and what I do with mine, we can all do the same shit. You know what I'm saying? And you can look at this podcast and take what you want from it, but what you need to take from it is that it's never too late to change.
Ain't never.
And it's out there for you to get it as long as you go and get it.
That's it, bro.
You know what I mean?
I'm going to tell you this, and this might be the realest shit that you ever heard if you ain't heard it before. The most difficult battle that you ever want to face is you in the mirror. Once you realize what you are to yourself, you realize how most valuable you are and what you could become.
Facts.
Like, I reached my shit and I realized that in the lowest point, and I was locked up and been through some real shit to realize it. But ever since I did, I've been living a better life. You could always do the same.
It's facts. And with all that, we want to let you know what I'm saying? You got a little part of the Pimp, a little part of the Gangsta. You know what I'm saying? Until next time, we're going to sign off. And if y'all want to know any information, you know what I mean? I'm going to send you to my man. Facebook or whatever. He willing to teach and show everybody the way. You know what I mean?
I want everybody to do just as good as I did, if not better, and I don't ask for nothing in return. Just look out for a nigga when you look up. That's all right.
Yeah, till then, till the next time, stay 100. We always here, bro. This motherfucker.
Bro, you don't end this bitch, bro.